We're here at a school, and back in the day, you were going to go to uni and study business.
Yeah.
But Roy Hodgson saved you from doing that, didn't he?
Yeah, I was a couple of months away from, it was literally the summer, just finished my exams, so I had a couple of months free. Thought just go on some trials because I had nothing to lose and it's something I wanted to do. And then, luckily enough, yeah, Roy was watching one of the Fulham reserve games. Man
United season, the media are saying it's not been so good and been critics about the manager and stuff like that. As a player, how do you think it's gone?
I think it's one of ups and downs, and I think one, at the minute, if it was to finish, we wouldn't be satisfied. So I think we've still got a long way to go, and I think with every team there's been so many ups and downs, it's like a roller coaster, but it's a case of us finding that consistency, and whoever does that, I think will have a good run.
Van Gaal's future, everyone's going, he's going, you know, he's staying, you know, the fans aren't happy. Has he chilled out a bit? Because he was sort of like, this is my way and there's no other way, but he seems to have like chillaxed.
Yeah, I think he's got his way of working and his philosophy, but I think in terms of what maybe people don't see is the communication that we have amongst the players. I mean, we have meetings about how we'll press a team or how we'll play a certain play, and he's willing to listen to us players' opinions as well, so we can work together. So I think in that terms, our work relationships definitely improving.
Oh, he doesn't know your name, does he?
Mr. Mike Smalling.
Chris, could I...
Oh, Chris, sorry.
I know, I've had so many different things, and even now, come see the kids and it's, shall I call you Mike, shall I call you what? So it's, I think that's going to stick with me for a while now.
Oh, I'm going to call you Pelle.
Yeah, that's a better one, I think.
Where's that come from?
Well, we played 11v11 and I got the ball and ended up dribbling, scoring a goal, and then I played a few passes that often I think a midfielder would play, and just at the end of that training session he was like, I can call you Pelle now. But it's a nicer name, albeit I think I've got to do a lot more to live up to that name than I do Mike.
Talk to me about the Louis van Gaal stare.
Classic. That would intimidate me.
It's massive, isn't it?
It's incredible.
That is scary. That's one scary
as soon
stare.
as we saw the video,
Thanks for your time.
I think we all saw it and it went around the changing room, and it's just one that it's just a classic that everyone laughs at. I think even the manager's seen it as well. We often have, whenever there's little things, the manager sees them as well, and he's often laughing about them as well. So now we can all have a laugh about things like that.
You're up there now, aren't you? Sort of like third in command. You're like a bit of a big dog. That's a bit of a change from last season.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm liking the responsibility, and it's nice that the manager's shown a bit of trust in me that a few times this season I've been able to wear the armband, and I think it eggs you on to just to make sure you perform, because a lot of people look at the captain and the captain's got to lead by example, so it's nice to be put in that situation when obviously Wazza and Carras aren't unable to play.
So can you walk through the corridor and go, Louis, need a word please, pal, get in here.
I think I've got a little bit of, I think a little bit of pull nowadays.
Pep Guardiola's joined Man City and everyone's going, oh, that's a big statement, you know, Man United are going to be like upset about it. Do you care?
No, we don't really, in terms of whoever's managing City or whoever's coming and going. It's not a case that really affects us. I mean, City are always going to have a top manager, as are we, so it's not a case of it affects us too much. I mean, it's good to see that obviously the best players and the best coaches want to work in England, so no, welcome it.
How's your judo going? You're 15 years old, you're a champion.
Yeah.
And you went back last year, didn't you, to your old gym?
I did, yeah.
Do you still do a bit?
I don't. No,
Are you allowed? Because footballers are not allowed to do sort of certain things.
I'd have to check with the insurance, but I think
Imagine if you're like Louis van Gaal, just...
he might even challenge me.
Imagine that.
He's a big guy as well, so
You
I'm
and
sure
him
he can
going at
handle
it.
himself.
I reckon he'd do you.
He might. But no, I've not. I've bowed out on a high, being a British champion and then coming second in the internationals. I think I thought I'd go out on a high rather than go into my latter stages.
Who's the hardest player at Man United?
Sergio, Marcos, Rojo. They got the Argentinian switch on them. They're not all there and there. So I think if something was bad to happen, you'd back them to be in one of your group.
Wazza though.
Yeah, Wazza can.
Mind you, he did get knocked out by Barnsley, didn't he?
Yeah, that lowered his reputation a little bit, so he might be third. But I think, yeah, the South American two are the duo that are up there, and then Wazza can come in slowly behind.
Fair enough. If Roy Hodgson was to pick his starting 11 for the Euros, would you be in it?
I would hope so. I think if you start the Euros, you've got to be having a good season. You're based on your club form, so and I felt like so far so good. Still a lot more to kick on and progress in, but fingers crossed if I can keep playing every game and keep making an impact, then now I'll be confident that he'll pick me come the end of the season, because that's another aim after the season finishes, to go to France and be one of the main players.